Okay, so what's it like to be black and Republican? I could give you a whole list of adjectives that describe it, but I think the best way I can do it is to tell you a story. I call this story my pastor story. Two black pastors, we'll call them Tim and Bob. Tim is a good friend of mine. I've known him for several years, and I know him to be a very conservative in his political thinking and voted Republican, I think, most of his life. Bob is another pastor in that same community. Both are prominent men in their community, very well educated, very well liked. Well, they decide it's a shame we don't know each other better, right? I mean, we're in the same community, both pastors. We should get together for dinner and get to know each other. So they gather up their families, and they go out for a nice dinner together where they talk about, not surprising, religion, but also, as no surprise to probably most of you, they talk about politics. And my friend, Tim, was very open about his conservative views at the dinner. And Bob didn't say too much with respect to it. Well, they part ways and decide we've got to do this again, get to know each other better, because they really decide they like each other a lot. Well, a few days later, they see each other in a grocery store in town. And Bob walks up to Tim and says, "Hey, man, you know what? I got to tell you something. I got a confession to make. I'm a Republican." And so Tim says, "You know what? Me too. I am. I have been." And so they have a nice laugh about it, but that's what it's like to be black and Republican. Sometimes it's like you're a part of this secret society, you know, that, you know, like speakeasies, and you're not supposed to say it. And because people don't want the criticism, because you feel like you have to justify yourself.